That name should be no more called. No more.
Shema Yasala Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Echad Shema Yasala Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Echad Shema Yasala Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. All right, Shalom Akim. We'd like to start off by giving honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, double honor to our apostles, great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessing, house to everything elect. All right, I'm Zahab, it's to my left, Zach. All right, and today we're going to go into, you know, how we become we've become that degenerate vine, man. All right, because whether you believe it or not, or know it or not, or like it or not, we are high-born. And you really have to let that resonate, the fact that you're high-born, man. All right? And what does it mean to be high-born? All right? But before we go into us being high-born, all right, of that noble priesthood, all right, can you get that Jeremiah? Yep.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine.
He has planted us a noble vine. See, the Roman Catholicism and the Christian church painted a picture that believing in so-called God and so-called Christ, all right, is a churchy thing.
Right.
This is not a churchy thing. This is not sit in the pews and say amen thing. No, this is a noble thing. This is a run the world thing. This is a really I'm better than you thing, man. All right? Go ahead.
Yet I have planted thee a noble vine.
And noble goes back to royal. Something that Elder Pascal Bar said when I first woke up, man. He was like, you know, you got to carry yourself like you're holy, man. And that resonates with me, man. All right, go ahead.
Holy, a right seed.
Yep. Holy, a right seed. Because the Most High gave us a system to run our nation. A royal government encompassed, all right, known as the laws, statutes, and commandments. And this is not only what civilized us, but this is also what put us beyond all the other nations.
That's what separated us.
That's what separated us, which was made us holy. This is very important because we were surrounded by who? Heathens, Canaanites, man. So the Most High gave us laws to, in one breath, to distinguish us from those heathens that were around us. Okay.
How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
How have you turned into a degenerate plant unto a strange vine unto you? So unto him. All right. So can you get the word degenerate from the Free Dictionary, and you know, can you get scroll down to where it goes into the etymology of it? All right. Because you've degenerated, and in essence, what does it mean to degenerate, man? All right. Because our nation was our righteousness. Our heritage was our morals. Within our nation, within our existence, was our guidelines, was our compass, okay? All right, so you was born, you were literally born into a noble and a moral oriented nation, man, okay?
We say being born into royalty.
You were born into royalty, man, all right?
All right, I'm gonna get the definition, then jump down to the etymology.
Yeah.
All right, degenerate, adjective, having declined as in function or nature.
Having declined as in function or nature. How have you declined? You've deviated from the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which kept you installed above all the other nations. All right?
Having declined as in function or nature from a former or original state.
From a former or original state. Now, can you go back to Jeremiah Babakashah?
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine,
Yeah.
holy a right seed.
Yep.
How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Yep. Now, we go back to the definition.
All right, now I'm going to get the actual etymology. Now it says Latin degeneratus, past participle of degenerare, to depart from one's own kind.
To depart from one's own kind. So if this, it's safe to say, hey brother, for an example, you're not acting like an Israelite, brother.
Our circumcision became uncircumcision.
Circumcision became, you acting like a damn heathen. The 2/3 of our people, Jake out here in darkness, they're acting like a goddamn Edomite, man. You acting like a damn base man. You acting like a damn commoner, a peasant, man. Because the other definitions of the word degenerate really goes back into a common person, a peasant, coarse, all right? Eve out here being a goddamn peasant. Jake out here being a damn peasant. You acting like the damn common people, man. We're better than them, so we have to act like we're better than them. Not to treat people like SHIT, but to attach ourselves back to the laws, statutes, and commandments, which automatically extols us above these nations, man. They're supposed to be looked at as heathens, not us. They're looking at us like we're the heathens.
Yeah, because they're making fun of us, man. You know.
Yeah.
And there's different prophecies that say how they feel about us. These are the people out of the Lord that are going forth out of His land. Like, damn, these the Israelites. Look at them. You know. To depart from one's own kind, deteriorate. All right, I'm gonna jump down. And it's spiritual because brothers on the main side of camp, they going into how Israel became like the Gentiles. You know, we became Israelite foreigners. All right. I'm gonna get one more definition, Baba Kushak, then I'm gonna get the other meaning and etymology.
It must need.
All right, now scrolling down to number 3, having declined or deteriorated to a lower mental, moral, or physical level.
A lower mental, moral, or physical level. Now that's heavy because I'm willing to do another lesson going into the word elevate. One of the definitions for the word elevate to basically to improve intellectually, spiritually, or physically, or morally. So, and we've elevated. We came into the knowledge we came into the knowledge of our heritage, and we've elevated, man. All right, but to degenerate is the opposite of elevate.
You decline.
You decline morally, intellectually, physically, and you eating pork.
That's base.
You eat Cheetos and shit. That's why Jake's dying at 50. All right, intellectually, you don't know shit because you don't want to be enlightened. You want to be entertained. Part of the Jacob's culture is to be entertained and not to be enlightened, man. All right.
I would say is debased, degraded, corrupt.
Debased, degraded, corrupt, man. All right.
And it's crazy too because in one of the definitions they go into botany. Dealing with the study of plants.
Yeah.
But the Lord compared us to a degenerate plant.
The noble vine, the degenerate plant.
Well, yeah. A noble vine first, then the degenerate plant. And it says of a plant or animal having undergone degeneration.
Hey, that's heavy because I'm into plants, right? I had something called a money tree, on which I'm sure some of you brothers are familiar with it. When I first got the money tree, and I started, nurturing it with water. I even gave it like aquarium water. Hey man, that money tree was blossoming, man. It was like a beautiful green. You saw when you first walked in, but then I relocated and I put it in a different environment. But it stopped blossoming in that environment. Now it's dead. I was like, damn, my plant is brown, it's withered up, man. It degenerated. All right.
I'm gonna get one more definition. I'm gonna finish the etymology. Now, jumping down, there's a long list of definitions, but jumping down to number 2, it says to diminish in quality, fall from a high or normal standard.
Fall from a high or normal standard, because guess what, brother? Guess what, sister? You are high born. Because it said to fall. You are high born.
And that's where you get the Nephilim, right?
The Nephilim, the men the sons of God.
The sons of God.
You are high born.
He was great people.
I say you are gods. Look at your hair. Look at your skin. Look at the legacy that your people have left behind, even not even being in our homeland. You are high born. Of course your enemy is not gonna tell you that you're better than him. That's why you got one of the characteristics of a psychopath and a narcissist is to gaslight you and to break you down, because his number one fear is that he's gonna lose his power. So of course he's gonna tell you that you came from a goddamn hell thing in Africa. Of course he's gonna tell you that you came from monkeys and apes and shit, because he has to push this vibration out that you are inferior. Because his biggest insecurity is that you're gonna wake up and overthrow him. That's why they made that movie Planet of the Apes. What's my guy name that played in Planet of the Apes, the last one? We the Edomite.
I think it's something
He
about,
cool as hell.
I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name either, but he was the War of the Planet of the Apes. All right, basically he said it's not personal. Y'all are smarter than us.
He played in White Man Can't Jump, right?
He did, yeah. Woody Harris.
Woody Harris.
Woody Harris. He was like, look, basically, if we don't do anything, you're gonna replace us as a nation. Look at how we get down. We're gonna replace you, man. So you have to come up with these vaccinations and these concentration camps in the prison industrial complex and AIDS and crack and heroin. You have to push this narrative that we're nothing. All right?
Shalom, Mike.
Because you're an insecure psychopath that wants to keep your rulership. All right, go ahead.
Right now, I'm gonna just finish the etymology. It says for circa 15, from Latin, degenerare, from degener, departing from its kind, ignoble.
Hey, departing from its kind, ignoble, man. And I think ig means like on, or like how you or like a not or a way.
Right.
Because you're not noble anymore.
Yeah.
You're not noble, man. You went off into your flesh. And the things that make you superior is when you have control over your flesh, your basic instincts. When you follow philosophies such as Christianity and the philosophies of the West that allows you to go off your own basic instincts, you degenerate. Part of being noble is that you have self-control, you have discipline. That's why these are the laws of discipline, man. All right?
All right, now it says from, now basically they give you the complete root meaning of degenerate. It says the D plus genus, which is origin or race. You know? But pretty much D going to departing.
D goes into part and geneta, right?
Yeah.
Goes back to gene.
Yeah. Which
goes back to your race.
Or race. Yep.
You departed from your race. Degenerate literally means to depart from your nation. You departed from your own kind. You was in Africa acting like damn African.
Woo! I gotta read this for you.
Yep.
All right, this is the last one. Yep. That says 1485 to 1495. Latin, degeneratus, past participle of degenerare, to decline from an ancestral standard.
Woo! Sheesh!
So I get that on camera, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, wow. I should for to show up, you know what, let me lighten it.
To decline from an ancestral standard.
Okay, that we're actually kings, that we actually have a kingdom coming, that we're not actually born
Yeah, brothers.
just to die. We understand what true life is.
And that's under the free dictionary.
We know this will be
To degenerate literally means to decline from an ancestral standard. And to make a long story short, you have this book called, The Ways of the East. It was written by George Bush from the 1800s, not the president. He was an author. And basically he broke down that that the biggest deception is that we started out as a basic people and that we've grown to a more advanced civilization, but the opposite is actually so. Actually, we started out as an advanced civilization, all right, then we degenerated to this pagan lifestyle right now, this more primitive lifestyle now. It is that we live in a so-called tech age. So you're just advanced basic people, man. The advanced degenerates, man.
Advanced beasts.
Advanced beasts. Can you get that in Peters?
And I got that highborn for you also.
Oh yeah, but can you get highborn first and then get closer out of Peters? Woo! Hey, the water, how about smile shop? Leading us to that definition. So I wasn't even looking for that definition.
That's the definition for highborn. Adjective. Of noble birth.
Of noble birth. We see Esau have you thinking that he's highborn, and if you're born in this world as an Edomite, you have leverage. That's why Jake doesn't really challenge his authority, his power. You pretty much think that's just the way it is. They've always been in rulership. No, but the opposite is so, man. All right?
They haven't always been in
They
rulership.
haven't always been in rulership.
Civilization didn't start with E.
It didn't, man.
Now it says highborn, adjective, of noble or aristocratic birth.
Woo!
Adjective, of high rank by birth.
Of high rank by birth, man. It's a such thing as being highborn, and we are highborn, and that's why we're not settling for no goddamn Babylon. We're not settling for no $20, $30 an hour. We're not settling for a nice looking car. We're not settling for a physically attractive harlot as our woman. We're not settling for the little crumbs Esau gave us, man. We want the world, man.
Yeah. And I'm gonna get some synonyms for you.
Please,
Aristocratic, blue-blooded, elite,
elite, which is where you get the word elite, goes back to the word elect. Yep.
high-bred.
Hybrid. Hey, Abraham, man. Our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. That's what you mean by highborn. They even, you remember they had a poster that traced the kings of Europe back to the line of David?
So did.
The line of King David?
Yep. Lord, we can find it too.
Yep.
It says noble, thoroughbred,
Yep.
upper class, well-born.
Upper class. So that's why we can't engage in nigga culture and spit culture, you know? Because it's of a degenerate essence, man. It's of a degenerate culture. We're better than that, man. We're better than being niggas, man. All right? One time I was out in public and I saw a t-shirt that said, you know those t-shirts that said, stay calm and be XYZ?
Yeah.
This one says, stay calm and be royal. And it put me in my place. All right? Like, nah, bitch, be royal, man. Keep your dignity, man. Keep your dignity, man. When you go off your instincts and your lust, you acting like a goddamn heathen, man. All right?
Informal. Informal.
Yep.
Upper crust.
Upper crust,
Like
man.
you said, we don't settle for the crumbs, man.
Yeah, man. Never settle. That's a trait of an elite. We don't settle for less. And we're not finna go broke to act like, you know, we're on the levels of the elites financially right now, but we are men of quality. We are men of standards because that's the lineage of our forefathers, man. The Most High gave us a upper crust. That's the Middle East. That's the Holy Land of Jerusalem. The Most High gave us the best of the best. I'm gonna give you Jerusalem, man. All right, the choice part of the earth, man. Because the Middle East now wasn't the Middle East back then. Mediterranean goes back to Middle Terrain, and that was a paradise within itself. All right.
1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation,
Chosen generation. Yep.
a royal priesthood,
Royal is where you get regal from, or aristocratic, elite. It's synonymous with being the sons of the Most High. All right. And I'm like, saying this to the Israelite woman, man. Hey, if you say you're an Israelite woman, you gotta subscribe yourself back to our nation. You gotta stop being promiscuous, man. You gotta esteem yourself more, whether you got a man or not. You gotta start carrying yourself with respect. Where a woman carries herself with respect, she doesn't walk around her cleavage out. She doesn't draw attention to her feminine areas, man. Part of being noble is not like a bad bitch or walking around saying you got WAP. All right, that's a goddamn slut, man.
and it's crazy because the Lord always gives us living examples as we're like doing lessons, man.
Yeah.
So the minute the elder told you Israelite women to carry yourself more noble, a damn nigga woman drove by with a blonde peacock type hair and a two-seater, you know, drop top, bumping nigga music, you know.
Yep. And cause you know what, you could be an Israelite woman and still have a noble style about you. You have women that they'll cover the, you know, they have the little whatever hijab on, whatever they have it, their hands covered.
Yeah.
They have like a little nose ring. They have a full dress on.
But that still looks royal though.
But it looks royal, man. It looks dope. I'm just, even as a man, as a woman, I'm attracted to that. Of course, if a woman got her thighs and her breast out, of course you want to put your rod in her because she's a slut. But no, a noble Israelite woman knows how to look stylish per se and still be covered fully up, man. All right?
Because you women, you should want a man to be attracted to you more so for your femininity and not your exterior.
One thing that because it says in Jeremiah that our wound was grievous, and one of the wounds that struck the nation of Israel, man or woman, was self-worth.
Yep.
He took our worth, so a lot of men may feel like they can't talk to a woman unless they have a certain type of job, unless they got money, you know. But a lot of women feel like they can't attract a man unless she got all this makeup on her face, she got her breast out. All right, because that's indicative that you have low worth. That means you have poor self-worth. But it's a mental wound that we've suffered being in Babylon, man. Truth be told, you look the best when you're in a natural state. The Israelite woman looks the best when she's natural. All right, the Israelite man, you're valuable just for being an Israelite man.
Yep.
That's why the other women from other nations, they just like you as an Israelite man.
We're best when we're in our order.
Yeah, you're not, they don't like you as a rapper. They don't like you when you degenerate. They like you in your natural state, man. All right? Go ahead.
Back in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood,
Yeah.
and holy nation.
Hey, royal, man. Hey, holy and royal, that's synonymous. Because now, in this age, you got the royals over there in Europe. They're so-called royal, but they're not holy. They're demonic. It's like they come out the demonic line of Satan. How we come out we the angelic sons of Isaac. They're the demonic sons of Esau, man. It's a reverse role going on, man. All right.
Worshippers of Saturn. That's what you are.
Yeah.
You elite. You so-called elite. That ye, what says, a peculiar people.
Yep. Unique, eccentric. All right. Hey, going back to Gad and his attire. Going back to Judah, we're the trendsetters, man. Going back to the so-called Hispanics, man. All right, which really are Ephraim. All right, we're a lot of styles came from the Israelite man in general, man. All right,
We're special.
we're special. All right,
That ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
yep. And the marvelous light is saying, look, man, we're not just Negroes and Hispanics and Puerto Ricans, man. We're kings, and that's not a cliche line. No, we're really royal, man. All right.
It's pretty much it.
All right, you can go. You already got Highborn, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I guess that's it. You got anything else you want to say?
Right now.
Hey, man, hey, depart from degeneracy. Degeneracy feels good, man. Any facet of degeneracy, it feels good, but it has long-term consequences. Whereas something that's of a noble mentality, it involves self-discipline, but it has long-term benefits. All right, and we have to act like our forefathers, man. So with that, I hope you brothers are edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honor to our apostles, the great millstone, well. Peace and blessing to the house of David the elect. To the next time, Shalom.